Hello viewers, I'm your host, Ayangla Toko Longkomer. Let's welcome the winner of MTV Supermodel of the Year Season 2, Roshni Dada.
Roshni Dada is one of the faces in Arunachal Pradesh who has won the hearts of many. Born in East Kameng district, she was crowned Miss Arunachal 2019. In the same year, Roshni was titled Femina Miss India Arunachal Pradesh. Her selection in one of the most coveted modeling show in India, MTV Supermodel of the Year, marked a trajectory in her career. Besides being a model, she has been involved in many charity events and awareness campaigns. Roshni is now a qualified nurse and has mastered the art of balancing the best of both worlds.
Hello Roshni,
Hi, ma'am.
welcome to Breakthrough.
I'm honored.
You look stunning, girl.
Thank you so much. Just look at you.
So, how are you and how have you been?
I have been doing fine. Just a little bit of cold, and I'm doing great. And how are you, ma'am?
I'm doing great, thank you. So before we begin our conversation, I want to tell our viewers that Roshni Dada, after winning the MTV Supermodel of the Year Season 2, this is her first interview.
Yes.
So I want to thank Roshni for choosing Breakthrough to share your journey.
Yeah, as I've mentioned, it's my honor to be here, talking to you.
So from winning the MTV Supermodel of the Year title to going back to the nursing school, how was the transition like?
After I won, after winning the title, when I went back, I won't say itna change tha school ka, matlab college ka environment mein, but I became more open. I was very introvert. I hardly had one or two friends. So after joining Miss Arunachal and winning the title, वहाँ पे बहुत सारे लड़की से मिला, बात किया. So now after coming back to college, I was more of an extrovert. I started talking to people, making new friends. So that was a big change.
When you were in the contest for the MTV Supermodel, it was people waiting on you and doing your makeups, doing your dresses. Now you are back to the nursing school again. You are the one taking care of the sick people. So being waited on to you waiting on other people now, how is it like?
I have this one thing. I am very good, doing multitasking and all. And I'm a very different person. You won't even recognize me when I am in a hospital. I become a full-time nurse. I'm a nurse there.
Wow,
so,
yes.
my modeling career, I leave it behind when I enter hospital. All I think about is I need to know the disease. I need to connect with the patient. I need to know what they're going through. So and when I go to stage, doing modeling, doing a runway, doing photo shoot, and I'm all for it. I'm there, being a model. So, there are two personality. I have two personalities. When I'm in hospital, I'm a nurse, wala Roshni. And then I'm outside, I'm, model or anything.
So interesting. You said you are very good in multi.
Yes.
Yeah, that's and even your sister Mitu mentioned the same thing. You can do so many things at one go and you're very good in management. So apart from the management skill, what are your other strengths and skills that your thousands and thousands of fans are not aware of?
I don't know, I was not a very sporty person, but I was more into I did extracurriculum activities. I was more into helping people, and I did participated in literature thing and then other stuff as well, but I'm not a sporty person.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
In one body, so many talents, and how can you say there is not much?
I'm very bad at sports, but other than that, I think other achievement, I'm quite good at it. Yeah.
So Roshni, you have a very strong support system in the form of your family and your sister. They love you so much and they're so proud of you, not only because of the achievements, but because of the person that you are. Tell us a little bit about your childhood and how was it like growing up with so many sisters?
I was their baby. I mean, I have 3 elder sisters. I was there, like a child. They pampered me like a child. As a growing up, they used to my one sister, she used to do my hair. My one sister, she used to feed me, and my one sister, she used to dress me for the school. So they never they never allowed me to do anything. So I was a very pampered kid, and they loved me so much. But I had my own struggles in my family. I mean, my mother, she went through a lot. My father, he was supportive, but I've seen like challenges in the family, and growing up, seeing all that, it really like kind of affected me mentally. My mindset towards like certain people, certain things, it changed. But then my family has been the greatest support system I could ever ask. And then even now, I'm like their child, but everything changed. She was born, I was very, everyone wanted a boy child. My mother, she gave birth, she was hoping that सबको लग रहा था कि लड़का बच्चा होगा, and my entire family खानदान, they used to call up, and then अभी तो लड़का होगा 4 का बाद. तो but deep down, I always wanted a sister.
And your wish came true.
हाँ, I used to ask them कि तुमको कैसा लगता है तुम लोगों को कि तुम्हारा एक बहन है, then you have like 2 sisters, you have 1 sister, कैसा feel होता है ऐसा? तो I always wanted to have a sister. So when she was born, most of the family, like alag relatives, and they were very sad. And then, but I was happy. And like, हम 1 साल तक, I couldn't believe, and I was adjusting कि मेरा भी एक बहन है. I used to think that I'm the youngest still. And I love her so much. In the entire world, I think I love her the most.
Even me, I grew up with 3 more sisters, so I can just understand the feelings. You fight with them, you argue with them, but there is so much of love with so many sisters. You don't look for friends outside, we just complete each other. So I understand. So we have a wonderful surprise for you. Yes, we're going to show it to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
so this is your sister, Mitu.
Hello everyone, and hi my Lichu Bacha. Among all 4 of us, now it's 5. But before Anya came, among 4 of us, she's one of the most intelligent sister among all of us. And she was very timid and shy as compared to now. Now you all can see that she's like a flying bird, and she's just flying high and high. And we didn't imagine that she'll be in that position, and it's just a proud moment for all of us. When I called my father that she won Miss Arunachal, he was like, what? Because at the time of audition, my father was there, my parents both were there here in Itanagar. They were like, go audition, because I'm also one of, during that time, I also auditioned for that. And we both went to the auditions and we both got selected. And my father said that, you will not win, your sister will win, your elder sister will win. Nana, and Nana, you're not gonna win, my father used to say. And she's like, no father, just wait and watch and I will win. And I was like, okay, let's go. So, and my father was shocked. My mother still, she didn't believe that she won. I think one of the most interesting or intriguing quality that my sister Roshni has or have is like, she have that 2 sides in her. She can be very shy at the same time, but you put her, if in a public platform in front of large of people, she will speak very confidently. I'm the only one that she always come to advice for. It's not like that my 2 elder sisters didn't give proper advice to her, but it's like me and her share a very, sister
like best
as well as a very
friend.
friendship kind of bond. So I always used to tell her that be humble, no matter where you go, where you are. Just be humble and just gentle and be respectful.
Good
to others.
advice.
And love those who love you, and try as much as you can. Give your best, always your best. So that's what I want to say. Go high and fly.
Ah. Okay, she's my she's my best friend. I'm very close to her. She knows me like anything, like back of her hand.
So she is your second sister?
She is third.
Third. We have some more pictures which you're going to love it. Look at the sisters. Aren't you beautiful? The daughters.
Oh,
And look at your younger sister. She's a doll.
Yeah, she's third one, second sister. That's me.
Yeah, this you.
Yeah, that's my elder sister. She's the
Oh,
shyest.
The one standing on the left side.
And she looks younger than me, to be honest. Yeah.
You are a very beautiful family.
Then
Then comes the next picture. Yes, and that's with your mom and dad. So can you tell us a little bit about this picture? When was this taken?
I think it was last Christmas because I missed home so much, because I wasn't able to like visit them as often like I would love to. So it was a magical moment. Like it was like in Christmas time, my sister, we bought her this like, I don't know what it's called, like antenna butterfly.
Yes,
She
with
wanted
butterfly.
it as a gift. Yeah. She was very excited, but then I don't know, like in the morning she got very moody.
Oh yeah, we can make it out
Yeah,
from the
she got
picture.
very moody.
She's sulking there.
And then like, and that's my second sister. Like we were like, struggling in the morning. What should we wear?
Every girl faces that problem, what to wear.
It was, and I'm very private about like my family, but like it's really.
But now in breakthrough, look,
Yeah.
we are showing you the best of the picture. It's like looks so beautiful and
I
everything
love
about the picture
them.
is so magical. So we have one more picture for you. And look at this.
I think it was before 1 or 2 days I was leaving, like that place. I was about to like come
So
back.
where is this? Is this in Arunachal?
Yeah, it's in it's in Kalaktang.
Okay,
There's a place called
Kalaktang.
Kalaktang. Yeah.
Yes.
So I wanted my sister. She loves like going places. No, she
Wow.
wanted to go there, so I took her there. We were
Beautiful
just
picture,
playing,
beautiful
yeah.
pictures.
I love her so much.
Oh yes, we can make it out. So Roshni, your sister, we just saw in the video, she said your journey into glamour world began with you contesting in the Miss Arunachal.
Yeah.
And your father sent you and your sister off with rupees 500 for the audition.
Yeah.
And even your sister was also contesting for the Miss Arunachal. But your father said that you're not going to win the title.
Yes.
So what myth your father said, like you're not going to win the title?
Because I think she already mentioned this. I was very timid. And I was like so introvert. In my class also, like I was like someone who wouldn't like talk just to anyone. I used to like just go and like sit in the front bench. I'll just sit there, make only 1 or 2 friends. I won't like involve myself in like social gathering. I was that kind of person. So my father knew it. I was good in like, I used to participate in quiz competition, literature, but I think he can never imagine me going up in the stage, wearing that gown, like answering, like doing the Q&A thing. And my sister, she is very smart. So I just wanted to give it a try. My father thought कि चलो तुम कर ही रहे तो कर लो try, तुमको इतना करने मन है. Then I was like कि I want to like grow out of my comfort zone, right? So no matter if I win or not, if I win then it's good. Then if I don't win, but I know my sister would do great. So just we went there.
So what
and,
happened? So you were this timid girl, then
Yeah.
you went, then you got the title. So what was the like transformation? What made you to transform into this beautiful, outspoken person?
When I went there, I see a lot of girls. They really wanted the title and they were so smart. When we were like told to, we were sent to, certain places, do the advertisement, and then we were put into classes, we used to meet certain people. So when I saw them, I realized that it's not only about the title. You are here, you have to grow as an individual. So when I was there, I started preparing myself. I never watched any pageant videos. I'm being very honest. I didn't even know who was the Miss India at the time and then who were in the like pageantry line before that. But when I was there, like instead of like focusing on other girls, like they were like itna sundar hai, they're doing this. Instead of focusing on that, I started focusing on growing myself. I stayed in the room. I watched all the videos, like did my homework, all the pageant videos I watched, and the kind of personalities before. Like I did everything, and at the end, I think it all pays off. Like your work hard pays off like every time.
Every time,
So yeah.
yes.
So when I was in the finale, though I wasn't even like that nervous because I wasn't there.
You were well prepared by then.
Yes, I was not even like there for the crown. I wanted to give my best. I wanted to be proud of myself, even if I take the crown or not. The next morning when I wake up, I wanted to be a proud Roshni.
Wow, amazing, Roshni. So when people criticize all this beauty pageant saying like is when, do you think that, beauty pageant is not like the way people perceive? Because you yourself, you were just saying, these are the platform that gives you the opportunity to, groom yourself. You open up, then you bring out the inner talent which is in you, So what people says about beauty pageants as useless, it doesn't help, is not true.
Yeah, you see, I want to tell them that how can a pageant can degrade or being useless when it gives a voice to a woman, how can it be useless when it gives you opportunity to foray in like something she always wanted to? How can it be useless when it makes her confident? How can it be useless when it gives you a platform when you can voice your like
Yes.
opinions? How can it be useless when it makes you confident? You just look at me, I was like very timid, I was so underconfident, and now I'm here like doing an interview, facing the camera, being here with the ma'am, like talking. How can it be useless? It's never useless, like it, encourage women to like be themselves, in a very like in a certain ways. You have to like see the positive side as well. It helps us women to grow and then make us more confident and like be ourselves, be our own voice, be opinionated.
Wow,
That's
very
what-
beautifully explained. That is very true. So now I'll come to Miss India because this is also again one defining moment for you. So can you share your experience in Miss India contest?
When I won the title, I was told by my organizer that I have to like audition. And there was one girl who was very like experienced in this line. She was taller than me, okay, and she was pretty. हम इतना demoralized हो गया था when I heard that she's also auditioning. And I worked really hard. Again, I prepared myself. I, worked on my like walk, my talking, and then my introduction, and I slayed it. So I got
Oh, wow,
selected.
yes, girl.
Yeah, and then like Miss India, it was a life-changing moment for me. I've learned a lot. I think वहाँ से जो सीखा हम, I applied in like also in MTV Supermodel. You can say that. So I think you grow. I wasn't able to like win the subtitles or even like make it to top 5 or 6 like that. But then I think your failures are your lessons. So I don't think कि वहाँ जाके like I failed, but I feel like I've learned a lesson. How you have to be disciplined and then how you have to be courageous. At the same time, you have to be respectful.
Right.
I've learned a lot from them. So it was a life-changing experience for me, I would say. Yeah. There were times I used to like go to the washroom and then I badly wanted to cry, but then we have shoot in the next morning, and I used to console myself कि तुम अभी रोएगा, but the next morning you look bad. Your eyes will be swollen and you look bad in camera, so you can't cry. So that's what I did.
And yes, because in one of our earlier conversations some months back, because you mentioned that during the Miss India contest, the makeup artist, they were quite reluctant to do your makeup. So
Yeah.
and when it came to MTV Supermodel of the Year, it was just the opposite.
Yes.
Every makeup artist wanted to do your face. So just share with us your MTV
I
Supermodel
hope
ka experience.
people don't take in a bad way, but you see, so when I was like there, I think it was our zonal round. So we were like sent to do makeup, okay, and I didn't know how to do a makeup. So we were like waiting in the line. There were like girls from there also. They came out of the room looking gorgeous, and I was like expecting कि हम भी अंदर जाएगा and हम भी पूरा ऐसा सुंदर होके निकलेगा ऐसा. तो when my turn came, तो they didn't really wanted to do my makeup because I have a certain Asian feature. My eyes were not big enough for them. So and they thought I didn't understand Hindi. So they were saying कि चिमटी जैसा आँख है. And then
Isn't that discrimination?
yes, and that time, as I've mentioned, I was very like, I can't like, I could have said something if I, agar abhi honest, I would have said something. But at that time, I was so demotivated, okay? And then, वो लोग ऐसा बात करता, but I pretended that I didn't understand. They were doing makeup and they didn't even want to do. They were like talking and laughing, looking at my face कि आँख में भी कैसा है, नहीं लग रहा है, ऐसा ऐसा करके. They really, इतना, and they even like mismatched my shades and everything. So it was a horrible experience. So I went to the washroom and I did cry, but then I came back and then did my shoot. So in MTV it was total opposite. They wanted like a girl like me so much, and they would come to me and say like, next time you come and हम तुम्हारा makeup करेगा ऐसा ना. So it was a different experience. So you see, you are not a wrong person, you are not bad, you are worth it, okay? It's just you are not in the place you're supposed to be. So that's what
You are not in the place you are supposed to be.
Yeah.
So that's when people doesn't recognize your worth if you're in the wrong
Yes.
place.
Yeah, I've been there, and Miss India का ऐसा होने के बाद ना, मेरा वो समय के बाद I had this self-doubt, you know, like my features are not good enough, my eyes are not big enough, my skin is not good enough, my hair is not like wavy enough. So I had all these insecurities, but now I just love the way I am, and a lot of agencies want me actually. So yeah, so you know.
So Miss India was a big, like the way I said in the beginning, it was a big defining moment for you, because that's where you realize also how to work as a team. Because like you saw the girls, how they were so good with the media, with the makeup artist, with the costume designer, which our people, mostly we are still not aware about all this. And to make it in this fashion industry and all, you need to have a good working relationship with all the supporting
Yes.
team. So I'm going to show you a picture which I love, and you told me also after you won the title that yeah, it is one of your favorite picture.
Oh, this one, yes.
Yes.
This is it's reminding of the day actually. I was the last contestant a time ago. Yeah, I was the last contestant, and you know I was so scared. We were not like, we didn't know what kind of like task they would give, like, so it was very nice, and the photographer, he loved me in this. So I was quite nervous, but then I think I did great there.
Oh,
I was
you
very
did.
happy.
You did. So you told me it is one of your favorite. Why? Why is it one of your favorite picture?
If I'm being honest, I really loved my hair there. Okay, it was very slick, and then my makeup is a very like the kind of makeup I would love. It was very like minimal, and then I really love the idea of them burning the like newspaper.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very like challenging as well. At the same time, it was very like, you know, they were very creative about it. So I really loved it. I enjoyed it actually. People were like shouting, Roshni, do that, and I was like enjoying. It was very
The
good.
moment, yes.
Yeah.
So coming back to the MTV contest, which one was the most challenging photo shoot for you?
It has to be the first one. If you have watched the first episode, I was in the bottom three that time. Like it was our first episode, and then we were told to like, I think up in the sky we needed that core strength, and I don't work out. Like I don't work out, so I struggled there like anything. I was about to like faint also. That was the most difficult task, I swear. I thought I would be going home that time because my performance was very bad. I didn't know where to pose, what to do, because I was up there in the sky, like up there high, and I couldn't even see where's the photographer and where I have to like see where I have to pose. So it was really hard for me. So that moment I decided ki now that you are saved, you have to give your best. Yes.
And from 10 on, your ratings was just going up. After the shot, yes, you were in the bottom three, but after that, your ratings, it just kept going up. So you have really worked on your looks, on your pose also, because in the first shoot, I think even your fingers, you kept it a bit like this. For that also you were criticized, if I'm not mistaken.
Milind sir, he kept on, like, he was shouting like anything, Roshni, don't cut off your hand, put your legs, and I was trying to, you know, balance.
Balance, yes.
So, वही point where my hand
I
was
can
like
understand
that.
because I'll do the same if I was in your place.
Nah, and I was like, it was, you know, I was feeling dizzy as well, and it was so hot. So, it was good though.
Now, since we are on your MTV supermodel contest, here all the artists, makeup artists wanted to do your face. Roshni, is this because our kind of look is now becoming visible internationally, and even in Bollywood with Jhum Darang, then Andrea Givijosa, and now you becoming more visible? Is it because of?
I think we are in more demand. The kind of face we have, no, the Asian thing, it has more to do with the K-pop culture, because I think Northeast and like Indiana, they're like kind of some part of it are very influenced with K-pop culture.
So now that the people are finally, you know, appreciating our kind of looks, what are you doing here? Don't you think you should be out there?
So I was doing my graduation here. So I took a break for like 2-3 months so that I could study, because education is very important to me, because I believe you should go hand in hand. So I passed, and I'll be a registered nurse now.
So on this note, we are going to take a short candy break.
Okay,
we'll be right back. So Roshni,
Yes.
people who are close to you knows how close you and your sisters are with your father, and in spite of all the pressures that has been put on him for him to remarry for a male issue, he has stood his ground and he has took care of you and your sisters. So as a girl, when you and your sisters saw people coming and putting pressure on your father, what did you felt?
First thing, I think I'm the closest to my father. I'm sorry, my sisters, if you're like watching, but I know that I'm the closest. He shares with me like everything. More than a father, he's also my friend. He's someone I can go to and then express what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, and he'll be there for me. He's like, we are like that close. So as a growing up, he was not like, it's very common that he also wanted to have a like son to carry out his name, but he never forced my mother to like tumko ladka bachcha dena hai, like that, no. But when we used to go to like village, like my relatives, they used to tell ki ladki bachcha to naam nahi carry kar paega, to tumhara naam to gaib ho jayega. And then like there's like the treatment you get, like it's very different when you are a son and when you are a daughter. We have felt it, and then I still remember that night when people used to tell my mother ki he should tell my father ki shadi kar lo karke na, and my mother, she was like so fed up ki she did like tell my father to get married to like some women now if he really wanted to do.
So people used to come and tell your mother?
Yes, not exactly my father. Like they used to come.
They used to come and tell your mother to tell your father to remarry for a male.
Yeah. It's she's a strong woman, I must say. I'm strong because of her, because growing up, she and my father was my idol, right? She's a very strong woman. So everyone used to, not everyone, like people used to come to my mother and tell ki tumko apna pati ka baare sochna hai. You are not giving a male child, so you should tell ki jaake usko bolo ki next shaadi kar lo na. But my father, he was like ki no matter what people say, I'm not gonna remarry, and I'm happy with my girl child, and I'm gonna give them everything. He used to care about our skincare, our shampoo, our everything. He never made us feel like कि तुम लोग लड़का बच्चा नहीं है. Always treated us very equal. He never made us feel कि we are less than a son. He always loved my mother, and he was always there for her. So no matter what the people say, they were a strong couple, and then they were always together.
Yes, amazing. And this was the exact emotions that you shared on the national TV, and people couldn't accept it, and they trolled you. So how did you handle all those negativity and came out much stronger as a person?
When I was telling my story there, when I was there giving my introduction, I did say ki this is something very controversial, and it will create I think people won't take it in a positive way, because we are like different, people are different. We think our thought process are different. Not everyone will take it in a positive way. So I was very clear about it. I did like tell them that also. And they were like, theek hai, aisa. But then when the first episode got out, I mean, the mental health, like I was okay if people were telling me, criticizing me, it was fine. But then, people started telling my mother like that. They even call her slut, they used to like, they messaged me like, it happens when you're fine when people tell you like bad things, but when it comes to family, they did nothing. They're like so innocent. They're not into it. So what happened, they used to threaten me like, ek baar to tum Arunachal aayega, when you like come here, we will kill you, like that, and your father and your mother is a slut, and then they're nothing, and they're like they use so inappropriate words. Yeah, and then it was very, it got very hard for me to handle. And at that time, and Facebook, it became so toxic. Oh my God, people were commenting on how I look, like everything. Yes. And I couldn't believe that like people would go to that extent just because I shared my side of story. I shared because I knew there are so many girls, I got to meet so many girls, so many people who could relate with me, who could say that ki haan hum bhi go through kiya hai aisa. I've met so many of them, and I couldn't change वो इंसान का mind जो लोग go through नहीं किया है. You guys are lucky if you haven't experienced it, but I did. And you can't change that fact that I've went
What
through
you
this.
have gone through.
Yeah, and then people were so mean. At the time, I couldn't even sleep properly. I couldn't even eat. And let me tell you one thing. I was not posting like कि हम sad है ऐसा social media में. And there also people were mad about it. People used to like text me कि why aren't you sad? Why aren't you like posting that it like the thing we are doing, it's not affecting you? Why are you pretending? They were mad कि I was not reacting. I was like कि what should I do? I mean, it affected me so bad.
So what were you telling yourself during that phase?
I know in my heart that like I could have said in a much better way, but that's my story, my journey. I did mention it even in Miss India, but it was not in a national platform, so it didn't go out. But I was always like vocal about this thing, you know, the polygamy, the pressure the women, you know, feel in a like society to give birth to a male child, you know. They have this pressure कि तुमको बच्चा देना ही
And
है
you
लड़का
saw
बच्चा.
the first, you
Yeah.
had the first-hand experience with your mother going through the pressure from the relatives and from the people.
Yeah, that night I still remember we were like sitting in a like bamboo ka ghar, kacha ghar. We were like sitting. We were in a village for a voting thing, I think. So we were all like sleeping, okay, and the elders they were awake. They were talking about certain things, and like they told my mother, no, कि तुमको नहीं लगता like you should like tell your husband to get like married to a new woman. And my mother, she didn't cry at the time, but I did see her like later, no, I mean. थोड़ा दूर जाके she went there and I knew she was sad, but then I was very little, not that little,
But
but
still, you
yeah.
still have that picture, you know, in your mind. So it just shows the kind of impact that had on you.
Yes. So for a brief moment, I hated people. Like that's I think one of the reason I hate interacting with people. You know, I had this certain image of people and the guys. No, like I don't hate them. I don't hate men, but then yes. It happened, and still like that the thing that I'm still this thing still brings tears to my eyes. I can tell I'm still healing. I'm a very different person now, but that's something.
Can we have a tissue?
Yeah, that's something that will stay in my mind they've been in my mind for a long time. Yeah, but now like I'm doing fine. It has helped me to grow.
Roshni, your sister said all your family, you know, you all as a family has came out of it stronger. And here I want to remind you, so many people also came out supporting you, you know, they came out in support of you. So in this, I want to go to the Nobel laureate Malala Yousafzai. She famously said that when the whole world is silent, even one voice is very powerful. And we saw the impact your voice had on our society, especially on the social media. So as a celebrity, how important do you think it is to talk or to speak out on social issues in use social media to spread its awareness?
I would say we have a certain power, you know. With power comes a great responsibility. So, you know, but the thing that happened with me, because now that I'm speaking of it, but that moment I was going through it. So it was very hard. My sister, they couldn't sleep. They were like crying along with me. In that moment, I was that traumatized that I wouldn't even cry. My emotions were all like stuck up. It was all piling up. I couldn't even speak. I wasn't able to express. I was laughing at some time and I couldn't even cry at that time. So I was avoiding social media, and then my sisters, they were crying, and then they were trying to support me. Like, it was a chaos. And then my Dada Welfare Society, they were there for me, like family, relatives and all. They were there, and then people were targeting them as well. So when everything was cooled
Just because
down,
they were supporting you,
yes,
people were targeting
yes.
them.
And to those who have supported me, I'm very humbled and immensely grateful to you people, because there were some messages that helped me through those process. You know, there were some people who reached out to me, like one of them is you, who reached out to me and told me ki, you know, whatever you said, you did the right thing, and that like you guys are like proud of me. Those were the things that mattered to me a lot at that time. So for that, I'll always be grateful, and then I'll always, you know, have the soft corner for them as well, because at that time I needed that. And then I believe it's very important for people who are known to raise their voice, what they believe in. But you see, the things I have done, it has traumatized me a little bit to voice out my opinion. I'm still trying
Healing.
to, I'm still healing. And this is my first interview I'm doing after MTV, because I was very scared of like giving opinion. Because the trauma I got.
Gone through.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
only
he-
you, the whole family.
Yeah, so I'm healing, and my sisters now are like, don't say any controversial thing because it will affect them, right? But I will speak up my mind when it's like needed to.
Being a celebrity, you are constantly expected to be relevant by your fans. So how do you handle all this pressure?
That's the thing. I think I've grown a lot because of that particular situation. I mean, I was like strong mentally before that also.
Your sister said after that episode, you can handle any kind of situation. That's what she said.
Yeah, I can, because nothing can like penetrate me now, because I've become that strong. I've become that mentally. So mentally that strong. People are people. I can't change them. Like I can't, like, I'm not here to please everyone. People who will love me for being me, like I will love them as well, and I'm grateful to have them. You are in like, public scrutiny all the time. You have to like behave in a certain way. We have to speak in a certain way. You have to like, act this way. You can't go there. You can't wear there. Like, you have this pressure, and it's exhausting. But what I have come to realize, ki, one day, this is your one life. You can do whatever. People will forget eventually. So I just do whatever like I want, but like I have always like, I just wanted to say you have to be courageous, but at the same time you have to be respectful and you have to be disciplined. So that's what I believe, that's what I do. It sometimes affect me, but like I handle it very in a positive way.
No,
because I
you've
have
become
more important
stronger,
things.
yes. No, you can handle anything.
Yeah.
You have experience in Miss Arunachal, in Miss India, and then in MTV Supermodel. So can you share what, according to you, what are the traits or the quality that is required to make it in this field?
See, pageantry and modeling is a very different line. So I believe that pageantry, they're a different kind of pageant, and then they require different personality characteristics. They demand for a different vibe. For example, if in Miss India, I think they need someone with a calm, with a little cute, like appealing face, like
Pretty face.
Yeah, pretty face, and then like a little calm and very a little bit of like girly, feminine kind of vibe, and then even when it comes to in Miss Arunachal also, I think it's the same thing, most of the pageant. But when it comes to diva, there's they go for Miss Universe, right? So for that, they need someone who's bold, who's like very confident in herself, who looks a little bit of international.
You look for the fire.
Yes, they want like a girl who can speak, because she will be a spokesperson, no? So they need someone who's like bold and confident, and have that like aura, that international aura. For that, so I think for a different pageant, they need a different kind of aura, personality. Like it depends on the organizations, yeah. So when it comes to fashion industry, the more unique you are, the better for you. Yeah. And I think overall, I just want to tell them that you have to be rare, because when you're rare, you're expensive. So
True.
yeah.
Yes, that's coming from Roshni Dada.
Yeah, because when you're rare, people want you more. So that's when you get expensive.
Yes, be rare and you become expensive. I agree with you. When it comes to Arunachal fashion industry, how do you see its growth in the next 5 years?
I think Arunachal is still in a budding stage, but it has grown a lot and it has a lot of potential, I would say. It's developing, it's growing, but I think it can do more. We can do more because we are capable of it. Because I have gone to do shows in other northeastern states, and even like Delhi, Mumbai also. I have been to Bombay and like worked with the people there, and then other northeastern states also. So I think Arunachal, not in a bad way, it's still lacking behind. I think, but in 5 years,
we still have lots to learn.
Still, because they don't have trained models here. So I think in 5 years, they will grow a lot. I see a lot of potential, and I will
with
be
young
very,
girls like you all, yes.
and I'll be very happy if I can contribute in any way, to make our young girls who want to go in this, like who want to foray in this line. I would love to guide them.
Oh, yeah. Just marked at what Roshni Dada just said. So if there is any aspiring models, you can always approach her and she's going to guide you all. Now,
Obviously.
Will, I just want to ask you some fun question. What is your view on plastic surgery?
I'll be very honest, okay? I don't mind people doing it. Like, it's good if they, this squad that you have to be comfortable in your own skin, and I believe it's a good thing, and some people are, and I'm like proud of them. But then if a plastic surgery can give you that confidence that you couldn't, I know it's not a great influence, but if it can make you happy, it can give you that confidence, it can boost up your confidence, and it can make you, more confident, and you can, shine brighter. Like, if you think you need that, I think you should go for it. Those who do plastic surgery doesn't change their personality. I mean, if they think they should work on certain areas, it's their life, it's their
life,
body.
yes.
Yeah, they can do, if they have the money, they have the resources, they can do it. I'm not against it. But if you are happy with your own skin, you are confident, then I'm super proud of you.
Wow, yes. So tell us one interesting thing about Roshni Dada which your fans doesn't know.
That's the thing, it's very hard for me, okay? I'm not much of a fun girl. All I do is like stay in my room and I watch anime a lot. I watch anime a lot, and yeah, I don't know, like, I don't have the insight. I think I do have a fun side, but I think it will be more, I don't know if I do have a fun side or not. My sisters, my friend would,
And I think it's time for us to ask your sister again. So next time we have to meet one of your
because
sisters now.
Yeah, because I have very like close circle, no? I don't even like go out that much. I stay in the room, like do my own things. So I don't know. Like,
So what is your next plan? When are we going to see you again in something big?
I've always believed in keeping my plan a little bit of like secret, but people will eventually know when I'll do something. For as of now, I want to do something in Arunachal, like for some months. So I'm working in a music video, and I'll be working in a traditional to preserve the culture and tradition of Arunachal, like Adi side. I'll be working in an album. I think like starring like one guy from Nagaland. Yeah, so I'll be working on that, and if I happen to do something in future, I'll let you guys know.
What about nursing?
Yeah, I'll be a registered nurse, and then I was planning to do my PhD actually. So I'm like a little bit of in like clashing, So yeah, I have to do
So with your
job.
kind of management skills, I think you can handle both nursing and modeling.
It's
So
been
far you
year-
have been handling it so beautifully.
No, but it had affected me a lot. There were like days when I used to like stay in the room. I used to like cry. I felt like giving up because it was too much for me to handle. I had to go to, hospital and then do the assignments, and then there was taste after taste, and then I have to go for the show. I have to promote something in social media. It was too much for me to handle. So there were days I felt like giving up. But when I was in 4th year, I wanted to focus on study so that I don't have back paper, so that I can clear it and I can become registered nurse, and so that I can focus on one thing.
Because I remember, I think your father told you, whatever it is, you need to have that certificate in your hand.
Yes.
So-
Not after I got the news that I passed, and then I called my mother and I told her कि हम pass हो गया, पापा को बोल दो, because she was asleep, no. And then morning वो हमको call किया, and then I was like कि I'll give you the certificate the next time
Finally,
I
it's
come.
in your hand.
Yeah, I'll give it to him because he always wanted कि तुम जो करना है करो, but give me
लेकिन
the
आपका
certificate.
certificate आपका हाथ में
हाँ,
होता है.
Because education was something he was like very like, it was very important for him, no. So I'll just go and give the certificate to him once I get that.
So, Roshni, so far in your life, what has been that breakthrough moment in your life that has impacted you in a huge way?
I think In this whole, I think Arunachal, I think I've been the most controversial. I don't know what to say. Like public figure, I would say. Actually, I don't like controversy or drama, but then it eventually comes and finds me. I don't know, like
Loves you.
they love me. I don't want them, but they loves me.
Everything loves you.
Yeah, I think controversies had made me who I am. And for people who like don't like me, who try to pull me down, I'm thankful to them as well, because you made me who I am. I'm stronger now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm thankful to them as well. So I think controversies has
Your breakthrough moment.
my breakthrough were the controversies. Yeah, made me a matured person. Yeah.
True, yeah. Sometimes controversy or the difficulties that we go through in life that makes us come out stronger. So is there any message you would like to give to our viewers, especially people who wants to follow your footsteps?
To the dear youth, dear girls and guys as well, I want to tell you that dare to be authentic, okay? Dare to be authentic in this world where fakeness is so normalized, So just be you and always believe in you, Like, I know it's very cliche, it's sounding very cliche because all of people name you come and they tell you to believe in yourself. But I would tell you, never stop believing in yourself, believe in you, because you know what? Because you are the author of your own book. You are the creator of your own destiny. You are a magic, Don't ever feel that you are worthless or you're nothing, because you are something, you are someone, and you are worth it. So, you are a magician who can bring magic in your life and people around you. So you are worth it. You all are gorgeous. You're stunning. But believe in yourself.
Wow, those are beautiful words coming out from beautiful Roshni Dada. Thank you so much. I really, really enjoyed our conversation
Same
today.
here.
But before you leave, we have prepared something for you,
Oh.
a gift hamper for you. So in this, we have only local products because even we are trying our bit by promoting our local people. So this are Khamti rice, and then we have got
wow.
spices. All these are from Namsai by Arunachal Spices. Then we have
Okay.
Putingdi, then cookies and brownies from In Case Restaurant. Then we have got the CDC and Mark. Then we have mask and candles. So this is for you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Roshni, so
I
much.
can't wait to open it. Thank you for having me.
I hope you all have enjoyed our conversation. Do join us again next week. Until then, take care and goodbye.